I mean, at that point, he deserves what happens to him. I mean, how could you not see that coming? I think she killed like all his children or something. I don't know. Maybe she baked them into a pie. Maybe that was someone else. I don't know. I do not think anyone survived that. That was just not a good idea. That was just not a good idea. I have to say. So yeah, some important lessons on human nature to learn from that story. There's gonna be people. I'm gonna miss some small detail, but that's the gist of it. That's the gist of it. All right, there was this one guy. There was this one guy in the Trojan War. I'm not gonna pronounce his name right. Let me. No, he was part of the. He was no. It's not Odysseus.
All right, Dippy.
Odysseus. Everyone knows who Odysseus is.
This somehow works.
No, this is a really obscure character. He literally.
Okay, so it goes from here. It'll transport all the clay into here. Then it'll go down to this crafter, which turns it amber into clay balls, which then pumps it into here. Then comes into here, which then comes into this chest.
Famous archer. Well, not really famous, but he had a famous bow. All right, his name was Lock or something. I don't know.
That's the plan.
Right. Yeah, I spelled it right. I don't know how to pronounce that.
All right, so this chest will be getting brick. It's not going to be very quick for now until I upgrade the speed. Yeah. I can upgrade the speed on this, I think. If we get
so Heracles, he burned himself in like a pier or something.
Yeah, okay, so it's automated. So you don't have you just turn off your brain and not worry about it.
Like the one guy there that was willing to set the fire, because everyone was like, oh no, we can't burn you to death, we respect you too much. So I gave the guy
now to automate the rest of these.
Philoctetes or whatever, I don't know.
Which one do we want to do?
So the Trojan War is happening, and they're getting all the Greek heroes together.
Trying to figure out what one we want to do next.
Ruin Paris's life. This is all from that story earlier. The gods got butthurt that Paris.
Lapis, diamond,
and so they were like, all right, time to destroy Troy or whatever.
Osmium.
I don't know.
Silver.
Actually, I think it's
tin and copper, maybe.
The wife.
We'll do tin.
Spartans or something, and that was a Helen. I don't know, and they just hope they could kill. I'm not clear on the details, but this Phil guy, he had the bow of Hercules, is what he's called. Greek times, Hercules is the Roman version. And so obviously he had to come along for the ride. And then they got to like some island. They got to some island, and I think the gods were butthurt, because the gods are always butthurt or something. So they sent down these snakes. And these snakes, they bite Phil in the foot. Alright, they bite Phil in the foot. But he doesn't die.
Do we want glowstone, maybe?
Snakes, or I don't know. I don't know what happens to the snakes. They're not yet. They haven't gone to Troy yet, and they're like, all right. And the guy's like, all right, we can still go, because
instead of redstone, we'll do
better. And the guy's
gold.
Like, I don't know, man. That foot wound, it smells kind of bad. I'm not gonna lie to you, guys.
All right, I'm gonna have to jack your bonsai trees.
Could you please stay behind? We really just don't want to smell this for the rest of the war. We're just gonna leave you here on this empty I don't know if the island is. We're just gonna leave you on this island, all right, and do the whole war without you. And he's like, are you kidding me? I have the magic bow.
No, they're still going, which means they're not.
I have the most important bow.
Me?
Are you kidding me? And they're like, yeah, we're dead. And then they left him behind on that island. They left him behind on the island. I think it was for 10 years.
I don't have an axe.
I think it was for 10 years they left him on the island with the god bow. They didn't even take the god bow. They just let him keep it. And they went and did the war without him. And so like 10 years later, it's been 10 years, they can't invade Troy. It's not working out. And they kidnap some prophet or something. I'm not clear on the details. And the prophet tells them, all right, guys, the only way that Troy will fall is if you guys have the magic bow of Heracles. The magic bow of Heracles is the key. And they have to awkwardly sail back and get to this guy they ditched on an island for 10 years because his foot smelled bad. And that's how they won the war. They got the bow. That's just so awkward. Just imagine sitting like, all right, which one of you brought the magic bow of Heracles? Sir, we left him on an island for 10 years. Why would do that? Well, his foot smelled bad, sir. His foot's, you gotta understand, sir. It smelled really bad. It smelled really bad. And that's how it all happened.
He's gonna get back and be like, what happened here?
I'm sure in some versions it's his dad they left behind. I don't know.
Really?
Paris Paris picked Aphrodite, and in thanks that he picked her, she gifted him the guy's wife as a gift. I remember this actually. I remember, because I remember Athena and Hera promised him stuff that is just objectively way better than a girlfriend. All right, just straight up way more worth it. It was like eternal like riches or like something. And he's like, nah, no, Paris literally went, I choose that guy's wife. He was offered so many things, like, nope, don't want it. I want that guy's wife. Paris was such a simp. So many people died because Paris was a simp. Oh my god. Well, Achilles, by far the best, but worst hero ever? Oh, yeah. Didn't he have, like, that friend that died terribly? I forget if that was worth turning into a meme or not. Oh, and he had the whole rivalry with Hector. I think he was, like, brothers with Paris or something. Who cares? Who cares? Oh, Odysseus did a lot of cool stuff. Most of it I've forgotten. Or like I sort of half remember, but not enough to retell it. So I'd have to look up the Google document that I actually have. Okay, this story is actually good, but I've forgotten the most crucial context detail. Okay, everyone knows the story of the Trojan horse. That is just not necessary to tell. That is just not. Okay, you know, we'll just save it for later. We'll save it for later. It's the story about how like a particular hero was born. But I didn't write down the name of that hero, I just wrote down the story. I only have so many mythology memes, by the way. Okay, I'm 90% sure it was Achilles. Alright, Achilles, I think that sounds... Alright. Ah, yes, it was Achilles. I'm smart, alright. Alright. So this is, I'm not sure where this ranks canonically. There's some contradiction. Who was this? There was like this one guy. Yeah, Lucian. Yeah, it was Lucian. I think Lucian wrote this one. Lucian was this. It started with an L. I'm sure it started with an L. Lucian was this guy. He like rewrote like behind the scenes of famous Greek myths. He was like this Roman writer, and he was like the me of Roman times. He'd like parody myths. And he wrote, so I'm not sure how this ranks canonically, but you know, it's like a 2,000-year-old story. So now it's the myth, okay? So basically, Zeus was simping. He was sitting here chasing down some woman to hold hands with, as Zeus does. You know how Zeus is. And he just strolls on by Prometheus, who's I don't know what did they do to Prometheus? They had him like chained somewhere because he gave them fire or something. He's trapped somewhere, and Prometheus he's making fun of Prometheus, and Prometheus is like, you don't want to hold hands with that woman, man. Zeus, you do not want to hold hands with that woman. And he's telling Prometheus, there is literally nothing you could tell me that could possibly make me not hold hands with this woman. And Prometheus like, I don't know, you're talking to like, the guy that does the prophecies. The guy that does the prophecies. Zeus like, okay, fine. What prophecy could possibly make me not hold hands with this woman? And he says, okay, well, the firstborn son of this woman will surpass its father. Alright, I'm not gonna hold hands with this woman. In fact, I'm gonna marry her off to some random guy in the phone book. Who did he get married off to? I'm gonna marry him off to Peleus. Yes, this random guy. Like 90%, all the Greek gods were like obsessed with not getting surpassed. All of them just did not want to get surpassed by their offspring. That's like all they did. I don't know what it was about Greeks in the ancient times and not wanting their sons to surpass them, but that's like all they worried about. They killed so many people for it. Although I have to say, it was kind of bizarre because he's in here like, oh, I have to find like the most irrelevant, random mortal to hold hands with this woman and bear a child. And then he picked like a king. It was like a king. They just do not care about the mortals. And then that person, the prophecy, that was Achilles, and he helped a little bit with the whole Trojan War thing. He helped a little bit, just a tad. I'm not sure how that ranks in the canon because I don't think Prometheus was supposed to be there at the time, but it's fine. It's fine.
I've been searching for an answer, but I ain't found
focusing on automation, my friend. This one also doesn't need a furnace, does it? This one sure don't. This one can just output straight to... Well, there goes that. You know, and went into the void, you know, casually. Yeah, that'd be nice. The what? Oh, yeah, you're welcome. You know, casually.
Don't know where we going, but we mobbing. Yeah.
Says you don't normally hear.
We got it. Yeah. Get out our way, you're joining the riot. Hear the sirens? Everything is burning and I love it. Sit and watch the world until it's nothing. Scared of going out into the public. Yeah, we the kings now. Take it if you can't afford to cop it. Talk about a ball around a budget. Gloomy till they put me in a coffin. Yeah, let us sing now. Raise some hell before we ghost. Break the rules of broken nose. You know us. We're soldiers. Rips and holes and baggy clothes. Drippy heart from head to toe.
I'm having fun. I don't know about you.
To the top, there's no getting by it. Ashes like fireworks in the sky. Yeah, don't be afraid of heights, cause we flying. Hear the sirens? Everything is burning and I love it. Sit and watch the world until it's nothing. Scared of going out into the public. Yeah, we the kings now.
Yeah, that is pretty funny.
Afford to cop it. Talk about a ball around a budget. Gloomy till they put me in a coffin. Yeah. Let us sing now. Raise some
you know, goes.
I've been sleeping in a cardboard box, spending every dollar at the liquor shop. And even though I know I haven't got a lot, I'll try to give you love until the day you drop. I've been training like a Pavlov dog, let my independence out to take a hike. All you gotta do is activate my bill, and I'll fetch you anything you like. Going once, going twice, every man here has a price. Over where, over there, so to not a single lady in here. I've been in like 1,000 times, dated every woman in the atmosphere. I've been to every continent, broken all the hearts in every hemisphere. And if I'm not the type of guy you like to circumvent, just remember not to love me when I deserve.
All right, fully automated. These ones. I'm done with these 7. Glowstone's going too. Yeah, we could put them on. As long as you have, I have it set up. I could, in theory, infinitely expand it because I can hook all these together. If I really wanted to, I could hook more than one input of Bonsai. Pretty good, eh? All this automation. Brick. Copper gold. Well, you know. Alright. Think I'm going to make some more mulch. Better mulch. For higher yields. So you can get better mulches that give you higher yields and less leaves. Alright. Now I gotta figure out how to do that. Alright. I'll make amber mulch.
These orphan tears got me feeling like I ain't felt before. I tried to bust a move, but fell asleep on the dance floor. Hey dude, get up! I swear I saw Bill Cosby like, hello with the pudding.
Why can I not look it up? It's pissing me off a little bit.
I ran to the bathroom. Everything's in slow.
Stop, Yuki! God! Let her up here for a little bit. She won't shut the fuck up. Go. Just fucking non-stop whining. Here, figure out how to make mulch. No, it is.
DJ playing my favorite tracks. Waitress asks, what can I bring you? I said the most expensive thing on the menu. She came back with a glass of liquid. I said I asked for something different. This looks like a normal beer. She said nah, it's orphan tears. Took a swig, then I walked down where the dance floor is. Whole club looking like a forest. DJ turned to a brontosaurus. Everybody in the club looked like Chuck Norris. I tried to run to the bathroom, but
Might have to restart the world real quick.